Fearless Freddy. Today, an old friend was returning to the narrow gauge railway. His name is Fearless Freddy. Freddy was a fine old mountain engine. Lots of the engines had heard tales about Freddy. They'd all heard that Freddy was very fast, very fun, very resourceful, and very fearless. Thomas the tank engine shunted him into the transfer yard. Duke was all alone, silent and solitary. Wah, wah. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Duke. I bring you Freddy. Freddy, welcome back to the narrow gauge railway, cried Duke. It's good to be back, old Dukey. Thomas was surprised. He didn't know that Freddy and Duke were friends. Oh, Freddy was one of my friends here before Rheneas and Scarloey, or around the same time, and then Peter, Sam, and Sir Handel. Well, it's good that you guys are friends, said Thomas. I've missed the tracks of the narrow gauge railway, said Freddy. Then Mighty Mac and Sir Handel whistled up. I win, said Sir Handel. No, we did, said Mighty Mac. What are you two doing? Who are you? Said Freddy. I'm Mighty Mac, the double-faced engine. We are a double fairly. And I'm Sir Handel. We are the fastest engines in the hills. What nonsense, said Freddy. I'm the fastest engine in the hills. We'll see about that, won't we? Said Mighty Mac. All right, said Freddy. Once I'm off this low loader, I'll show you who's the fastest engine in the hills. After Thomas had left and Freddy was unloaded, Sir Handel and Mighty Mac were on one track, and Duke was on the other, and Freddy was in between. Now, I'll take you guys up the mountain. I know all the old tracks, said Freddy. And then we'll have a race. Do be careful. Racing is unadvised here, said Duke. Shut it, Dukey. Duke was cross. But even some engines make mistakes. Mighty Mac and Sir Handel raced Freddy up the mountain. We win. But that race didn't even count, said Freddy. This race will be to the top of the slope, at the castle. All right, said Mighty Mac. We can do it, said Sir Handel. I shall count us off, said Sir Handel. All right, do you, said Freddy. Ready, not so steady. Wait, I'm not ready to go, said Freddy. The other engines teased him. Ready, not so steady, go! They were off in a flash. I can do it, I'm sure I can do it, cried Freddy. But then there was trouble. Freddy was beginning to run low on puff. I have an idea. I'll take one of the older tracks, thought Freddy. So, Freddy puffed along down the other line. It was an old track that had not been used for a long time. And Sir Handel and Mighty Mac had no idea where Freddy had gone. They were determined to bump his buffers. That was a good idea, said Freddy. Now I'm sure to win the race. And at last, Freddy arrived at the top of the slope in no time at all. I won, said Freddy. This was a splendid idea. At last, Sir Handel and Mighty Mac caught up with him. You are so fast, said Sir Handel. Who knew you could win? Cried Mighty Mac. I knew I could do it, said Freddy. Race you again, please, called Sir Handel, eagerly. We'll win this time, said Mighty Mac. No, you won't, said Freddy. I'll win, just like I did the last race. We'll see soon then. Ready? Not so steady? Go! Cried Sir Handel, and Freddy shot forward. Sir Handel and Mighty Mac followed. Freddy began to run low on puff again. What shall I do this time? He said as Mighty Mac and Sir Handel followed. They're sure to bump my buffers. Old track. There, I'll take another old track, he said. And Freddy puffed down another old route. Sir Handel and Mighty Mac had no idea. And at last, Freddy arrived at the bottom. I've won again, he cried. Those little engines could never bump my buffers. I am the fastest. Sir Handel and Mighty Mac were not being safe and sound at all. They were going very fast. Faster! Cried Mighty Mac. Faster, faster! Soon Sir Handel went so fast that he raced right off the rails, and he toppled down the steep slope. Oh no! Cried Sir Handel. Help! Oh dear! Cried Mighty Mac. What shall we do? Sir Handel was nowhere to be seen. Freddy was waiting at the bottom of the mountain with the other engines, telling them his story, when Mighty Mac raced in. We can't find Sir Handel. He's raced off the rails and toppled down the steep bank. Come along, Freddy. Soon all the engines raced off after Mighty Mac to help find Sir Handel, and Freddy puffed the hardest. At last, the engines found Sir Handel. Freddy apologized. I'm sorry, you three. I used old tracks. I'm not so fast as you. You tricked us. You cheated. You lied. I know, and I'm sorry, said Freddy as he pulled Sir Handel back to safety. Come along, said Rusty and Scarloey. Soon, the engines were back at the yard when Freddy apologized. I'm sorry I tricked you. I'm sorry I told a fib. It was my bad. I didn't want to lose a race. It's better to be honest than to lie and cause trouble, said Mighty Mac. I know that now, said Freddy. But even still, said Sir Handel, the racing was fun. Right you are, agreed Freddy. It is fun to race. Don't worry, said Sir Handel. Just know, next time, I'll win. And the engines laughed.